Hey, Shalom, Shalom. I want to give all praises due to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Raha, Rakah, Kodash. I want to give all praises due, well done honors to the apostles at Great Millstone, and the bishops and elders on down, and the high priest that taught them. And this Yah Damah from the Great Millstone, Houston, from the Houston camp. And I'm going to a lesson today, like going into the Watchman, right? Um, and I start off with Isaiah 62 and 6. I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem, which shall never hold their peace day nor night. Ye that make mention of Yahweh Shema Shai, keep not silence. Yeah, and this, Yahweh Shema Shai have his prophets, his watchmen, the ones out there, watching the prophecies and, you know, and bringing it out to our people. Jerusalem is a people before it's a place. So yeah, keeping our silence. This truth. What's going on. Hey, speak it. Isaiah 62 and 7, and give him no rest till he establish, until he make Jerusalem a praise in the earth. We got to keep on, prophesying and sighing, crying out. You know, until we take this place down, Babylon down, and give us and make us a praise. Again, on the earth, make it righteousness. Set up the elect and make things righteous. So yeah, then we'll get what's that? Ezekiel. Mm, Ezekiel 3 and 17. Yeah. Ezekiel 3 and 17. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore, hear the word at my mouth, and give them warning from me. Let me put this on. Don't do not stir before somebody try to call or something. And I read it again. Ezekiel 3 and 17. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore, hear the word at my mouth, and give them warning from me. Right? When I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning, nor speakest to warn the wicked from his wicked way, to save his life, the same wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at thine hand. Yeah, because, hey, like at the 17th verse, Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. So, you made us a watchman, the prophets, to go out and teach this word, let Israel know what's coming, what to do or what not to do, you know. You hear these words of Yahweh Shema Shai and give them warning, and let them know, right? Like, just some map, don't commit adultery, something as heavy as when the MOTB be established, don't take it. Give the people warning. And if you don't do that, you know, in verse 18, you don't let them know your blood is gonna be on their hand, on your, well, yeah, they blood will be on your hands. He gonna destroy them and destroy you, right? Let's get Ezekiel. What's that? 33. Let me see. Uh, yeah. Okay. Let's start. I start at 6. Salakia. Ezekiel 33 and 6. But if the watchman see the sword come, and blow not the trumpet, right? And the people be not warned, if the sword come and take any person from among them, he is taken away in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at the watchman's hand. Yeah, see? Verse 7, Ezekiel 33:7. So thou, O son of man, I have set thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore thou shalt hear the word at my mouth, and warn them from me. When I say unto the wicked, O wicked man, thou sh- shalt surely die, if thou dost not speak to warn the wicked from his ways. That wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at thine hand. Yeah, man. You gotta warn these, warn our people. And that's what we out here doing, trying to do. Either, going out to the highways and byways or doing the sit down, what I'm somewhat doing now. You gotta warn these people, because if you don't, like I said, he, that person gonna be destroyed and you gonna be destroyed. The Lord gonna require your blood, you know? Yeah. So, let me see. Something else I was gonna get. Just, let's see. I'm gonna say in the pocket for what's that? Right? Not second edges now, yo. Salakia. This second edges 9:1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time therein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made, right? And how we measure, the time, measure thou the time diligently, you know what I'm saying? Going into prophecies, measuring with the scriptures, tell our people what's coming. Measuring it, like I say, with the scriptures, you know, to let them know what time we in. And let me read verse 2 again, 2 Edges 9:2. Then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he had made. Yeah, he's different earthquakes and upwars and stuff like that. What's gonna say in the next verse, 2 Edges 9:3. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, yeah, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things, which the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. Yeah, it's where it been going out. Been, the prophet's been from the beginning of the time prophesying, you know, prophesying the end. So that's what we here to do. Go out and teach this word and bring it out for our people. And since it says even from the beginning, right? Let's go and get this last one. My things are generous. Let me just put down cool of the day. Hopefully it'll pop up. Yeah, here we go. Genesis 3:8. And they heard the voice of Yahweh Shema Shai. Uh, yeah, Slakia. Genesis 3:8. And they heard the voice of Yahweh Shema Shai power walking in the garden in the cool of the day. Right. Walking in the garden in the cool of the day. That was the prophets. And Adam and his wife hid themselves from the presence of Yahweh Shema Shai power amongst the trees of the garden. The trees that's going into like the other nations. Things like that. You know, all that. About taking, biting the fruit. The fruit, we know this, the fruit was philosophies and, things in that nature. But yeah, it was just prophets from the beginning of time, the cool of the day. And they heard the voice of Yahweh Bashar Shai Power walking in the garden in the cool of the day. They heard the voice of Yahweh Bashar Shai, the prophets, right? So yeah, I just wanted to bring it out about, being a prophet, prophesying, letting our people know, being a watchman, being watchmen. And I hope this has been edifying and to the point. And I want to give all praises due to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rahab Kwadash, and double honors again to the apostles at Great Millstone, the bishops and the elders on down, and the high priest that taught them. Until next time, Shalom.